Is it time to buy or sell EQTEC stock? In this video, we are diving deep into EQTEC. Our initial report was published on our website on Thursday, the 2nd of October, 2025. And now, we are here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analyses. You do not want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analyses for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the first day of October, in the year 2025, our system has categorized EQTEC as a hold or accumulate, resulting in a score of negative 0.32. Now, let us examine the stock's performance during this time frame. The stock has experienced its share of natural fluctuations, but it currently reflects a loss of negative 0.71% since we made our initial hold or accumulate recommendation. This equates to an average daily loss of negative 0.36%. Since it was classified as hold or accumulate. The stock is currently positioned in the upper section of a broad and declining trend in the short term. This typically presents a favorable selling opportunity for short-term traders, as a reaction towards the lower end of the trend can be anticipated. A breakout above the upper trend line at $56.10 would initially indicate a reduced rate of decline and could signal the beginning of a trend reversal. The existing 3-month trend suggests a potential decrease of approximately 6.64% over the upcoming 3 months, with a possible return ranging between negative 18.59% and negative 6.7%. When examining the longer term, our 12-month analysis forecasts a projected change of 30.15%. According to our calculations, the stock's performance could vary from 15.22% to 51.21% over the next year. In current terms, this would imply a future price between $64.25 and $84.31. Our latest daily update for EQTEC includes the headline, EQTEC stock price ended at $55.76 on Thursday, after losing 0.712%. The EQTEC stock price fell by 0.712% on the last day, Thursday, the 2nd of October, 2025. From $56.16 to $55.76. During the last trading day, the stock fluctuated 4.2%, moving from a day low of $55.04 to a day high of $57.35. The price has risen in 7 of the last 10 days and is up by 12.9% over the past 2 weeks. Volume increased on the last day by 908,000 shares, despite falling prices. This may signal an early warning, and the risk may be slightly elevated over the next couple of days. In total, 12 million shares were bought and sold for approximately $654,860,000. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price of the stock was $61, and the lowest price was $35.45. Currently, the price is 8.58%, or $5.24, below the 52-week high of $61. Which is also the all-time high for the stock. EQT is transforming a busy late summer into a strategic initiative. The company has scheduled its third quarter 2025 earnings release for after the market closes on October 21st, with a conference call set for October 22nd. This event often generates short-term volatility as investors adjust their expectations regarding guidance, cash flow, and capital allocation plans. In September, EQT successfully completed public offerings connected to its portfolio companies, including a public offering of approximately $344 million tied to Kodiak Gas Services and an offering of about $706 million related to Waystar. These actions have enhanced near-term liquidity and may alleviate balance sheet pressures or finance share repurchases, debt reduction, or investments in liquefied natural gas, depending on management's decisions. On the commercial side, EQT has secured long-term liquefaction capacity by signing 20-year sales and purchase agreements for 1 million tons per annum with Commonwealth LNG and 1.5 million tons per annum with NextDecade, the latter being indexed to Henry Hub and contingent on a final investment decision. In the short term, expect earnings performance and clarity on capital usage to influence price movements. Over the long term, the liquefied natural gas offtakes and asset monetizations enhance revenue visibility and export opportunities, which could improve valuation if global gas demand and prices stay favorable. However, the market will also consider any additional long-term commitments, as well as potential dilution or capital expenditure needs. Let's discuss the latest analyst ratings. On Monday, the 18th of August, 2025, Roth Capital assigned EQT a neutral rating, indicating a downgrade action. On Wednesday, the 13th of August, 2025, Scotiabank rated EQT as sector perform, suggesting a hold action. On Tuesday, the 15th of July, 2025, Morgan Stanley gave EQT an overweight rating, also recommending a hold action. The 14th of July, 2025, UBS rated EQT as a buy along with a hold action. Lastly, on Friday, the 11th of July, 2025, Scotiabank again rated EQT as sector perform, suggesting a hold action. Analysts have assigned EQTE stock an overall neutral rating. They have classified the price-to-earnings ratio as a sell and the price-to-book ratio as neutral. In terms of return on investment, the analysts have rated the stock as a strong buy. The following signals have been identified for EQTEC. The EQTEC stock presents buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, indicating a positive outlook for the stock. Additionally, there is a general buy signal based on the relationship between the two averages, with the short-term average positioned above the long-term average. Should there be any downward corrections, support can be expected at $54.55 and $51.83. A drop below either of these levels will trigger sell signals. Moreover, a buy signal has emerged from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. However, some negative signals have also been noted, which may affect near-term developments. A sell signal was generated from a pivot top point on Wednesday, the 1st of October, 2025. And so far, the stock has declined by 0.712%. Further declines are anticipated until a new bottom pivot is established. Volume increased alongside falling prices yesterday, which could serve as an early warning, suggesting the need for closer monitoring of the stock. Here are some additional signals that may capture your interest. Moving average convergence divergence indicates a buy signal. Pivots show a sell signal from 2 days ago. Bollinger indicates a buy signal from 1 day ago. The short-term moving average suggests a buy signal from 10 days ago. The long-term moving average reflects a buy signal from 8 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicates a buy signal from 6 days ago. If we examine the chart over the past 12 months, we find the short moving average suggests a buy signal from 8 days ago. The long-term moving average indicates a buy signal from 5 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages reveals a buy signal from 39 days ago. Remember to visit our website at StockInvest.us if you wish to discover more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for EQTEC. EQTEC finds support from the cumulated volume at $53.54, and this level may present a buying opportunity, as an upward reaction is anticipated when the support is tested. This stock experiences average daily movements, and with strong trading volume, the associated risk is deemed medium. Over the past day, the stock fluctuated by $2.31 between its high and low points, reflecting a change of 4.20%. Throughout the last week, the stock exhibited an average daily volatility of 3.54%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for EQTEC, let's quickly review some essential fundamental data. First, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly referred to as the PE ratio. This important metric measures a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. This reflects a relatively normal PE ratio, typically observed in companies with long histories or stable revenue streams. In other news, the upcoming earnings report for the third quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 4th of November, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates stand at $0.005. Keep a close eye on these figures, as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for EQTEC. In case of an upward trend, the first resistance level for EQTEC is at $56.16. If you do not own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be breached before entering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could be a level to consider for swing trading. On the downside, EQTEC encounters its first support level at $53.54. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for EQTEC from multiple analyst sources is neutral. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On the first day of October in the year 2025, Rice Daniel J. IV conducted an insider purchase of 459 shares of deferred stock units. On the same day, Hu Frank C. made an insider purchase of 563 shares of deferred stock units. On the 6th day of August in the year 2025, Bailey Vicky A. sold 4,259 shares of common stock. On the 25th day of July in the year 2025, Fenton Sarah bought 26,620 shares of common stock. On the same day, Fenton Sarah also sold 12,438 shares of common stock. Analyzing the 100 most recent insider trades, we find that the insider power is negative, with a ratio of negative 30.079. In total, insiders purchased 474,879 shares and sold 1,001,941 shares in these last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $54.23, reflecting a decline of 2.75%. This stock exhibits medium daily movements, indicating a medium level of risk. The 14-day relative strength index stands at 76, which significantly heightens the risk. Additionally, there is a sell signal stemming from a pivot top identified 1 day ago. Is EQTE stock a good buy? EQTE presents several positive signals. However, we do not consider these sufficient to classify it as a buy candidate at this time. Currently, it should be regarded as a hold or accumulate option while we await further developments. After evaluating the volatility and price movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is undervalued. For trading on Friday, the 3rd of October, we anticipate EQTE will open higher by 290 cents, starting trading at $56.05. We would like to remind you that trading carries a significant risk of losing money. It is advisable to consult with a financial advisor before making any decisions to buy or sell securities. Your investment decisions should not be based solely on the information provided by StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a beautiful day. With warm regards from all of us here at StockInvest.